I remember that.
We're finally here. It's episode 25 of My Hero, season 4. Last episode of the season. And season 5 is already confirmed, so we're going to just continue to roll through with this. And, I mean, I've already talked about it last time. We were watching, like, episode 24. We know what's going to happen, what's going to go down. And it's just going to be really exciting to watch this as, like, the last thing before we just starve for, like, 6 to 12 months. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. 3, 2, 1. Play. So we get a little glimpse of the Todoroki family in the hospital. And our introduction to Natsu. The head slide got me. That's a lot of letters. This is true. That really sucks too. Probably not, no. Yeah, he pretty much just neglected him the moment he figured out he's not good enough. 10 years. Oh my god. And so begins the character development. Mute. I should be like quick on snap like. So anyway. Man, dude. Oh my god. Maybe I should take the opportunity like during this opening to just kind of express how I'm feeling right now. Like they really did this scene really well. When I read this in the manga, it was definitely one of those tension building scenes where it's like you know it's there. You know that there's a tension between the family in sense that, you know, Natsu especially is going to be the one to bring it up every single time. That's like, is this alright? Like how why should we feel the same way? As far as I'm concerned, dad's still the same to the entire family. But then the mom's over here like, no, I don't mean I don't really know what's going through his head, but I don't think he's really left anything behind or anything like that. Considering the fact that he's leaving behind those flowers, like, on occasion. So, to know that, like, especially, like, after we didn't see him for a good while, like, after the One For All fight, and for him to kind of come back in to ask All Might the question, what does it mean to be number one? And him watching Shoto take action for himself on his own accord has gotten him really thinking about things, not to mention the UA festival and everything happening, just taking it all in and reflecting on all that. Boom, here we go. I'm just not falling. I mean, like, he did a pretty good job, a good bang up job on those hands. Oh, that's so gross though. Yeesh. That must have been extremely desirable quirk for All for One to grab. Right. The, t- the telltale here. If we can. Ah, man. You had to interrupt our dinner. The show they were having. That's crazy. Like, I didn't even see that in the manga. The fact that he flies, like, with, like, air propulsions, like, from his, like, his back, spine. Not spine, but, like, the shoulder blades. I actually never saw that flashing on the feathers. What's going on? What the shit? Is that what I just saw? He was a spinning gyro for a second. Oh shit, watch out for that building. Yeah, let's get a little more detail here. Every single one of those feathers. Damn, he's good. Time joining the action. Of course not. Wow. Wow. It's great. Yeah, sorry. Birdman. I wish I knew what type of power that was following the flame fist dudes. Oh shit. Forgot about this. It's like a culmination of them. Oh, gross. It has an eyeball in the mouth. Nice. What's going on? Them heat rays. You're not the strongest. That sucks. Since he just used that right off the bat. Why don't you just turn off for a second? Yeah, that was the whole reason that he wanted to have someone like Shoto. Ooh, it's a little warm. Oh my god. This looks so wild. Man, that was like probably like a day ago. Yeah, you're just gonna die here. Ooh. Everyone's watching him. Here's the moment. Ah, shit. First of all, commercial break. Psych. We're streaming this online. Oh my god, though. Ah, oh, don't bring that up. We didn't need to think about that. Ah, shit. Oh. Ah, that's just run through the fade with them. Oh shit. Taking this too seriously. I don't think the others are not taking it seriously. No. Here he comes. You can also regenerate. Is he really just forcing it? shit. Oh shit. Eeh. So, shit. That's super cool. Oh fuck. Hold on. That's it. Oh shit, that was enough. I guess we're flying together. Hmm? Oh, I've been dead silent for a while. I should probably speak up for the sake of copyright stuff. But like, look at this. Yeah, I'm waiting for like Todoroki's moment here. Yeah, nah, I can't really do much now. Final flash. Oh boy, that's pretty high. Burn up and be put to rest. Oh my god. Oh, that was amazing. Was and is right now. Also, shoutouts to like The sound design on that. Oh. God. Hold on. This is the end right here, but there I know that there's some after credit stuff for sure, but whew, I know it's a good amount of that's because of the fact that we got lights like in this room. It's heating things up, but Jesus, that dude, I was moved. I'm not gonna lie, I was like so moved by the music, the words that everyone was saying, and just how it was all displayed and the beautiful animation. Oh my, okay, it was just great, and I don't think I have enough time like in this ending to really express it. So, just kind of going through the thought process of what I just saw, it was just like even though I knew what was gonna happen, like I knew that he was going to get his like eyes like pierced through, and he was gonna win regardless, but it was gonna take him far more than he would ever imagine having to do to get to that point, especially like needing aid from Hawks. It was still such a shock to see all of that just happen, especially for a guy who you feel like he is like one of the strongest out there right now, is willing to go this far when he kind of comes off as very selfish, where he's kind of almost given up already. But like right here, right now, it just seems so different, doesn't it? In any case, this is also equally important. Dude like slept on his chest. But this part, I was about to say, like, how many did I just see that I didn't see before? I think one person, the one with the mask. That was crazy. Shit. To be continued. 5th season. That was amazing. I can't believe I saw all of that. That was, oh, Bones just did that last little bit for you guys. It was just that fight was incredible. Both like as far as like what was going on. I mean, again, we've kind of gone through the whole gist of like how all my like not all my how My Hero Academia fights kind of go. A lot of the fights in My Hero Academia are pretty simplistic as far as like the effect and what they're trying to do. And the end, how things plan out. There's no like complexity into these fights. It's kind of pretty simple here and there. Granted, though, in this fight, let's talk about that for a little bit. Endeavor had to think about the fact that, you know, he was protecting his head this entire time, which is the only thing, as far as we know, that really kept the fight going. This is a beast that has both power and strength, in quote from Endeavor, that it was faster and stronger than he was. Granted, the speed is kind of like, you know, like Endeavor's not the best person, but as far as for Hawks, he's equally matched, in his own words, to the Nomu as well. So it really was like a combination of the two working together, though not like some tag team like Captain and Bucky like on Iron Man type of like cooperative fighting, but just like the support that Hawks had provided with his wings that'll help not just push Endeavor to meet the speed in that one clash, but also bring him up high enough so he can just have his Prominence burn move go forward. Damn, like, especially like we just saw like the effect of that move. Like, he doesn't get to use that a lot, does he? But he has that move. I also want to give like a shout out to Hawks' perspective of Endeavor. Like, I'm not sure if that was actually like a legitimate thing that he saw, but like that was definitely a good like symbolic type of situation where you see the gap between like everyone, other heroes, and Endeavor versus All Might way over yonder, and you see like Hawks seeing Endeavor. He's the only one who, instead of like looking forward at him in praise of All Might, he is going back down and picking up like pieces here and there, essentially showing that he's already moving forward. He's always trying to surpass All Might in that extent. But of course the family here kind of, well, Natsu specifically has a different perspective, showing that he's already given up. There's no point in trying to surpass that person over there when you could just start with the Gen X here. And I like how, especially now that I noticed it in the episode, that with the Nomu, having fought it for a while now, Endeavor already reached his limit. Like, you could probably say like 2-3 minutes in real time during this fight. He's already reached like his limit because he's already used flash fire, which is like something he passes down to Shoto as well. But it's a move that really puts a damper like on the user and prevents him to be able to deteriorate, or it deteriorates his movements. So that was the whole reason why Endeavor wanted to go through like a whole like breeding process to create like the perfect like hero that can counteract his own quirk. And so when he reaches his limit and has to end up fighting for what would seem for several more minutes later, it's also kind of another thing that it's almost like a little bit of this past is slapping in the face, like right in the present time, saying like, do you think you can still like fight as a number one hero knowing that you have this limit on you now? So it's just another reminder of just like his shortcomings as far as just him and his quirk. Ultimately, it was thanks to the support of Hawks and just that school motto that he hated so much, like to go beyond plus ultra. And he did it. He won. I'm pretty sure that thing's dead. But I also gotta give shout outs to the Nomu too, like the high end. Well, his name is High End. As dumb as he sounds, right? It's smart. It really does think about like certain things such as like quirk usage and like what's going on. I thought you were like the strongest. Like, why aren't you spitting out fire right now? Is it because you can't do it right now? And Deborah's like, shit. As he's like sweating but also evaporating too. It was there was a lot of detail in this episode, and there was a lot of content. This felt like 40 minutes instead of like your standard like 22-23 minutes. It was absolutely crazy. And yeah, that's all I can really say. It was a stellar fight, both like on an animation scale but also like as far as the meaning of it. And I think that's what a lot of the My Hero Academia fights can kind of be summed down to, is it's not about like who really wins, it's more over like what's at stake. I have to give props to Horikoshi and Bones and everyone who's involved in the process of creating this anime and the manga. Just, it's too good, dude. And so jumping a little bit forward, post credits, we have Deku having that vision of the predecessors as well as the original, kind of reaching out to him, and it ends with Deku literally just like shattering the window. It actually was a lot more like crazier, like animated wise, versus actually seeing in the manga too, where it shows a more detailed like wreckage in the manga of like his entire room. But as far as I saw, like in the manga, I didn't see like glass shattering or anything like that. It was just cracked. But here was like a full like glass, like someone just broke in, fall like chair knocked down, like figures falling over. Like the floor is just kind of like messed up. His sleeve is already gone. It's like, how do you even respond to that, right? And so they're gonna open up 5th season with either more details in that flashback, because there was a little bit more to that than, well, slightly more, I think, because I think they covered the gist of it was this, like, this instance of actually seeing the predecessors but not having a full-on conversation. But I already saw like a little bit of promotional art as well. I'm not sure if I can pull it up. Oh shit, you can't really see it. But you can see it right here, right? And pretty much what you see, and this is actually, I guess it was actually made to do that, but the whole like black marking is like right there. It was intentionally like scribbled out right there. I mean, here's where I'm gonna get into the spoiler bit, so you can go ahead and hop out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yada yada yada. Here's what's going. 5th season, new power is awakening. At least I assume it's either power or quirk, whichever, interchangeable. And I think honestly, you're gonna actually. I think the actual like linings here and there, that's all. That's actually the new power. That's his his black whip. It's either that or it's just kind of like a reflection of like what just he was kind of like covered up with. Essentially, like all those like cover ups is just kind of parts of the body that also symbolizes like his limit for one for all, or all for one. No, one for all. Jesus. Everyone else, and see that he has his hand properly, like his hand, the scarred hand, and his face showing that 20% that's already been like kind of unlocked for him. And so very, very soon he's going to speak. Well, maybe not even speak because he can't really talk right now, but just kind of be able to interact in a way with his predecessor, one of them at the very least, who will kind of show him his new power, which is Black Whip. The reason I was kind of going off that was because I see another image like down below here, which is kind of another thing that we're gonna see in season 5. I won't talk about it too much, but it's gonna get crazy. It's well, it's kind of a mix because I don't really know exactly what they're gonna cover in season 5. Probably what's going to be the end of it though might be the liberation arc, but there is a little tiny like arc in between, which is actually it's not too high stakes, but it is kind of like it's battle. There's battle like surrounding it, so you can look forward to that. I won't say too much about that aside from the whole Black Whip situation. I guess we're on the spoiler side of things, aren't we? But I won't go too far into that. But yeah, so I'm very much so looking forward to season 5. But of course, you know, they've been gracious as far as like the release time for these seasons. It's usually like a year or 6 months. It's like it's pretty quick. Like they're fast at like releasing this, and I'm so happy to jump in at any time. But I guess that's pretty much it. So yeah, I guess we'll end here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this finale for My Hero Academia. Animation, the morals, what's at stake. It was just, there's so many things that I can go on about, but I just seeing that for the first time, it's gonna take me a while. I'm gonna have to do another second take to really absorb everything that happened. So many things. Yeah. I'll leave it at that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and again, let me know what you think about this season finale. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess I will see you guys in the next season. But in the meantime, if you guys got suggestions as far as things to watch, then let me know about that as well. So yeah, #bye everyone.